Hi, welcome back to the module. We're going to be looking at the nature of transaction. First of all, we're looking at what exactly the business is all about. Now we're going to be looking at the transaction. What exactly is transaction? Here, transaction is an instance of buying or selling something. So you are basically, as the word suggested, you are transacting one exchange for something else. So a transaction is a complete agreement between a buyer and a seller, exchange goods, services, financial asset in return for money. Let me just correct this, because it's not only money. Sometimes it can only be service, can be services as well. It could be exchange for perhaps the favor as well. So it's not exactly that money we are looking at. The nature of transaction can be understood as the sum of characteristics by sale or repair, which helps to determine the different transactions. So different types of transaction. It's a business activity which involve interchange of money and goods and services for money, or for a right to collect money between the participating entities. So we are talking about transaction. Whenever you have transaction, obviously you are going to be having one, two or more entities involved in this. Business transaction are the financial event occurring with at least two parties involved here. Here, business transaction can be measured in money consideration with the financial impact on the company. So if you're basically doing some sort of business with a company and you sell something, in return whatever you get, that would be the exchange that you are looking for. And of course, when you're talking about having money for goods, so you are talking about a business transaction, hopefully with profit. So features of transaction, it involves at least two parties or more for a transaction. It involves an exchange or transfer of money or money's worth, such as goods or services. So it could be that I would be saying that, yes, I can provide you 500 bottles of water if you can send me 2 laborers to actually do the job. So that would be that not only the transaction is happening in terms of money, but this transaction actually happens in terms of providing an exchange for perhaps goods and services. It means giving a promising to give some benefit to either of the party involved, and the same time receiving the equal benefit from the opposite party. So here we are looking for a profit. Now that profit can be measured in exchange of money or services as well. So with 500 bottles of water I'm going to be providing you, that means that I have bought those from my money, but in return you are sending me 2 or 3 workers that I ask for, so they can help out in the factory, and that would be the services that you are providing me. So this transaction is going to be happening in that way. So examples of transaction, we are looking at buying insurance from an insurer. So if you are, say, buying, say, I don't know, a health insurance from an insurer, they will say that you provide us so much money, and if you, God forbid, be unhealthy, then we can provide the money for your for your hospital fees and stuff like that. Buying inventory for supply, so I would be looking for some raw material, and in terms of for money. Selling goods to customers for cash. If I own a retail shop and somebody comes to buy stuff from me, that would be my customer. Hence, I will be providing them the goods, and in return, they're going to be giving me the money. Then we are talking about selling goods to customer on credit. Here, I'm not going to get the money straight away, instantly. I will be getting the money later on through a time period which is set or agreed upon between the seller and the buyer. Then you are looking at other examples of transaction includes paying wages for to employee. So where I'm going to be hiring people to work for me, for instance, if they work for me for a contract period of 6 months, in return for their work, they're going to be getting money. So here is a marrying of basically, you're talking about the services with the money. So I'm going to be providing you the wages. In return, you are going to be providing me with your services. Then we are talking about procuring loan from a lender. That would be if I need, my business need some sort of, say, injection in terms of a financial injection. I'm going to go to the bank or any other lender and I will borrow the money from there. Then you're talking about selling shares to an investor. If my company is doing well or I need investment and people see that the company is worth spending, what they will do is that they will buy the share of that company by giving me money, investing money into my company. So that's another way of looking at the different types of transaction. So thank you very much.